And Gulf Coast editor Larry Bosco will be our special guest, and we'll be headed on the trail with the guy that wanted to know if after the divorce, would they still be cousins? We're talking about those guys from Vanderbilt, your work boot center. Saturday mornings at 7 o'clock Pacific time on CRN Digital Talk, CRN2. I'm Jim Ferguson. I'll see you on the trail.
Everybody's talking at me.
CRN Digital Talk Radio, the original Talkback with yours truly, Chuck Wilder. Paul Stern up there near the Hollywood Hills to take those toll-free calls. Hey, if you want to talk to Rob Sanchez, give us a call right now, 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. Got lots of subjects to talk about him. Byrd. Senator Robert Byrd, also Arizona and H-1 visas and all kinds of good things. So give us a call, 1-800-336-2225. We are live across America on this radio station or this cable system and around the world at www.crntalk.com. Program note, tomorrow, Pat Creighton, spokesperson for the Institute of Energy Research. New study just out shows that the Kerry-Lieberman cap-and-trade bill could destroy up to 5.1 million jobs and cost families an average of $1,042 per year. Joe Malikmak, budget travel expert. Hey, what are the summer hotspots that you can visit cheap? Going to tell you tomorrow. Also, Alan Gottlieb, he's the chairman of the Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms. Guess what? The United Nations gun ban has been stopped. But for how long? And Glenn Spencer, president founder of the American Border Patrol, will get an update from Ground Zero in Arizona. By the way, the Hispanics want an open border and more reasons to close them. That's what we say. All right now, let me go to Rob Sanchez, Job Destruction Newsletter, writer for VDare.com. Rob, how are you, sir?
Chuck, I'm doing okay and happy to be on your show again.
Well, once again, I give you the short bio intro because so many people already know about you and El Paso and the river and and all that good stuff. So this gives us a little bit more time to talk. First off, want to get into this excellent article you wrote about Senator Robert Byrd, passed away at the age of 92, and the funeral was today, right?
That's right.
And you start out that American workers have very few friends in Congress, especially when it came to stopping the job destruction that's being forced upon Americans. But Robert Byrd was one of those friends in Congress.
Yeah, you'd have to say Byrd was a stalwart defender of the American workforce. And he truly was a great senator. He stuck up for American workers, even though it meant opposing most immigration, which of course, and able to do this, he had to run across the grain of his own Democratic Party. And he's got a very good voting record to back it up. Well, it's not just rhetoric. We can go back and look at his record to see just how good he was.
Well, in fact, I want to do that because this guy, I mean, boy, he was up to bat for the Americans. Put it that way, all right? The American worker.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and I know that, hey, the guy was a Democrat. Congratulations.
That's right. He was a Democrat that was better than just about all the Republicans. And I think he sort of sets himself, if you look at his record throughout the years, and, when we say throughout the years with him, we're talking a very long time. He's got a record that stands out maybe to the point I'd say I have more respect for him than any senator. So
now then, let's go to this.
He truly stands out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to this one outstanding example of him, 2005, when that spending bill drafted by the Senate, and it was going to have as many as 350,000 additional visas for foreign workers. This was on the EB green cards, H-1B1, L-1. And Senator Specter, Republican Pennsylvania, and Kennedy, Democrat Massachusetts, decided that they were going to secretly put in this bill that was authored by Microsoft lobbyists. They were going to slip it into the spending bill without debate or public scrutiny. And all of a sudden, something happened.
Yes, well, what was going on at the time is they were trying to pass the Deficit Reduction Omnibus Reconciliation Act of 2005. Those are sort of tongue twisters. But what it boils down to is they're trying to come up with a budget, which has, been a problem for a very long time in Congress. And in that budget, what they planned on doing, and Specter was one of them, that they wanted to slip a little provision in there to dramatically increase the number of guest workers that'd be allowed into the United States. And it was mostly H-2B, H-1B, and like you said, the EB green cards. And it would have allowed probably more than 300,000. So we're talking an incredible increase. And things were marching along real well with this spending bill. And just about at the last moment of debate, Mr. Byrd came onto the podium, and that's sort of when all hell broke loose, because Byrd exposed the subterfuge involved, and he flat out called them on the fact that that they hid this bill in the omnibus spending legislation. So he had a very impassioned speech, and it's, to me, it's one of the greatest speeches on immigration ever, and I hope that, I'd like more people to listen to it.
And you have a link to that, don't you, on your site?
That's right. If you go to vdare.com and you look for my article called Requiem for Senator Byrd, I've got the link so you can not only read the speech, but you can listen to it.
I know that there's a YouTube version and another version, and your version I think is a little bit better. It's not as jerky or whatever.
Yeah, I've got a much better quality version on my website, but I give links to both of them because some people only trust YouTube for videos. So you can watch it there. It was broadcast on C-SPAN, and it was a great speech. As we all know who watched Byrd, as he was what would I say? He knows how to deliver a dramatic speech. He understands theater.
Had the charisma.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, when he did this,
he was very entertaining to watch.
When he did this excellent speech and argued for his amendment that was going to strip all immigration increases from the bill, an interesting thing was that, and we're talking 2005,
right.
That his patriotic legislation, co-sponsored by Senator Session, Durbin,
right.
the AFL-CIO, that kind of surprised me, the AFL-CIO, but Numbers USA, see, they were on top of their game way back in 2005, and they are perhaps the #1 immigration website right now. I mean,
Yeah, Numbers USA is very activist, and a lot of people say they don't do very much, but they were certainly, they helped to get together this coalition to support the Byrd Amendment. And yeah,
they don't. I gotta tell you, Rob, when people say they don't do very much, like if you compared them with VDARE, VDARE has excellent writers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Numbers USA allows the little guy to sit at his computer and send out a fax,